So, what are your sort of predictions for online learning in the future? What do you think will happen?
I think that was
Big.
I think it's
Big.
It's going to increase, for sure.
I think education's quite archaic. It really needs like a massive shift, and the rate that all of this sort of computer generation has been going off on is exponential. It's a good term. The curriculums can't even cope with it. IT is one of the most dropped out of degrees.
Nice.
Because it's not relevant enough. Like you cannot sustain. Like you basically have to redesign the curriculum every single year in order to keep it vaguely current. And by the end of that year, it's probably out of date.
But that's why they don't change the A level either, because it's like you've got like, let's keep a massive bit of coursework that like we're never going to change, so because we don't know how to, sort of thing.
But I mean, like adding's always going to be the same. Like there are fundamentals that are always going to be the same.
Yeah. With
computing and ICT, you've got 8-year-olds who are using email and submitting their homework on Google Drive. My parents can barely even know what Google Drive is.
Yeah.
There's a massive shift in the way that it's being used for like efficiency, for marking, for.
But there's a combination for me. Anyway, it's a combination of education is still like top down, hasn't changed 200 years.
Yeah.
You've got one person at the front teaching 30 people.
Yeah.
So that like hasn't changed. So that like.
Now it'll just be on a screen.
Now just being on the screen. And I reckon it'll be like, holograms. That's the thing now, isn't it? I think you have holograms.
Yeah.
So they'll just like beam you over. Like you don't actually have to be in the classroom. You'll just have a unqualified teaching assistant, not teaching assistant, or like someone that'll just be there helping out, and you'll just be there as a hologram at the front teaching.
I think the other thing in terms of that is that like people want to do more like IT, coding, engineering based options that aren't really, again, embedded in the curriculum that you can do as external courses, and there are lots of charities and everything else set up for it, and 70% of the jobs that children in primary school are going to have haven't even been invented at the moment. In terms of like digital marketing, digital retail, like all of these kinds of platforms, coding, the whole lot, that like 70% of those platforms and jobs have not even been invented yet.
Yeah.
So education is going to have to change.
Statistics
massively.
are made up on the spot, but I mean, that's true. That is true, though. Sorry.
That is a true fact.
That is true. No, but it's happening now.
Yeah.
I think sort of.
Even 5 years ago.
Media is a problem already. There's not enough people to like go into like a digital world as it is. Like those jobs are like they get people applying that have no qualifications or skills at all.
Yeah.
There aren't the qualifications that you can do at the moment to go into that field. That's part of the problem.
I think it is. I think there's going to be like a big paradigm shift for education and ICT. Like people are being given iPads at school in order to take home. For example, the client that I work with at the moment, she has an iPad, she takes it home, they have access to it, they are embedded into using ICT from a really young age. Even if it's something that the family can't afford, they have access to that at school and they are being primed for it for the future.
Yeah. But I don't think they know why. Schools. I think they're like, hold on, everyone's got an iPad.
So we need to.
I saw that kid at the restaurant with an iPad. Guess get them in the school, here's an iPad. What to do with it? Don't know. You'll be really good in the future.
But she like submits all of her homeworks on it. She can see what other people have done in the class. They can like monitor progress. Like
is that a skill?
I think so. It's a skill that's going to be useful for later on in a future employment sector.
Not really if everyone can do it. It's not a skill.
That's like saying,
really,
but reading's not a skill because everyone can do it.
No, well, everyone has the option to do it, but most people don't do it.
What, read?
Yeah. It's true, isn't it? There's like you can buy a book on it.
You have to read every day.
No, people don't read, do they?
You're talking about like this kind of reading.
In general, people don't read.
This kind of reading, no.
What?
Yeah,
that?
Book. But like,
it's that.
But like this kind of reading, you still have to do, and like.
That's typing, but yeah.
Yeah, but you've got to read on screen. You've got to read everything else.
No, it does it for you.
What does it for you?
If I'm writing an email, I use my phone.
Do you?
And I talk into it, and it writes it for me.
Do you just dictate everything?
Yeah.
That's actually very good for people who are struggling with spelling.
That's why I do it.
I don't think it necessarily helps them learn how to spell.
No, but if you don't.
It does get around the anxiety of.
Yeah, I don't have time. I don't have time to do that.
You haven't
I've
got
got
time to learn how to
100
spell.
emails. No, I'm too old now to spell anyway. So I might as well just use that. I can just do it straight away. It does it for me, and it doesn't make any sense because it hasn't picked up half the words. But that's fine.
But we digress.
No, not really. Because I think that's actually that is useful, but actually like everyone having an iPad, I don't see the point in that. It's like everyone has a phone, but 90% of the time, yeah, it's true, 90% of the time it's factual, is that they're just playing on like Candy Crush. If you look on it like over anyone's shoulder, they're just pissing around. What's the point of having a phone?